Hi guys, welcome to my channel and my video. Regular viewers will know that one of my many eclectic hobbies is Dungeons and Dragons, but I don't just play Dungeons and Dragons. I've decided I want to have a go at running my own game. Now, typically the person running the game would be referred to as the GM or DM. I think probably I am the CM, but we'll just have to wait and see how things go. And if Dungeons and Dragons just is not your thing, don't worry, there will be my usual food-related content on Sundays as ever. And I am currently working on my next pole routine, which the first one was graceful, and I would say that is my normal style of pole dancing. However, this next one is going to be leaning a lot more towards the sexy side, because sometimes it's just fun to do. So I will be sharing that with you hopefully in a couple of weeks. It depends how long it takes me to get the routine together. I've got the song, think I've got the outfit, and I've choreographed about half of it, but I need to practice it and polish it and just, make sure I'm happy with it first. But that will be coming. But for now, I'm afraid it is going to be Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm not going to go into all the intricacies of running a game and what I'm planning, because if you're not interested in D&D, it's really not going to mean very much to you. And if you are interested in D&D, chances are you know all this stuff anyway, and I am definitely not the person to tell you any of that stuff. This is all about my experience doing this for the first time. So probably don't do anything I do if you are also thinking of DMing, because I'm probably going to get it all wrong, but you've got to learn, haven't you? So I have 5 players that I have collected, bribed, persuaded, threatened and blackmailed into joining me tonight. I am going to be running something I am calling the Danger Rooms, and I got the idea from Matt Colville, whose channel is definitely worth watching. If you are interested in Dungeons and Dragons, brilliant channel, great guy. Anyway, they're all going to start at level 1, and they are going to go through 4 rooms, and each room will be filled with things trying to kill them, controlled by me. Their job is to not die, basically, and get to the end of it. I'm doing it partly as a way of checking that for the campaign, when I am throwing monsters at them, I am not throwing monsters at them that will kill them instantly, or that they will just kind of stomp on, squish, and just they won't present any kind of challenge. Because half the fun of D&D, maybe a quarter of the fun of D&D actually, is the encounters, puzzles, role-playing, and just getting to spend time with a bunch of like-minded people. I am working on doing my own campaign. Now, a campaign is basically an adventure that goes on for several weeks, months, years in some cases, and the parties start at level 1 and they can go all the way up to level 20. I'll be starting at level 1. Now, there are pre-printed modules, which are campaigns that have been written that you can play or use as a guide. I'm not doing any of that because I don't have that kind of money. So I'm just making all that shit up from scratch. So I have done quite a bit of it already, but you can't really plan because you don't know what the players are going to do. You've got to be prepared to just react to whatever they throw at you, and know that that thing that you put so many hours of effort into might not even come up at all. But I enjoy it and I don't mind. My main aim is for the people playing at my table, virtually of course, to to have a really good time, have fun, and forget about all the crappy stuff that might be going on in their lives at the moment. We're going to be using Roll20, which is a website that allows you to have, it's called a virtual tabletop, so you can put maps up. People have tokens, which are basically just pictures that represent them, that they can move around. I can hide things from them, make things appear, move other stuff around, and you can also do voice, video and text chat through that system. And if you don't happen to have as many dice as I do, then you can also roll your dice on there as well. Now, I've used it, and one of the guys has used it before, the others have not. So tonight is as much about them getting to learn how Roll20 works as it is about me learning how much I can throw at them before they all die. So yeah, typical Friday night, murdering my friends. Now I know this setup is far from ideal, but it's just so you can see a little bit of the Roll20 system on my computer. So you can zoom in. This is a dragon that they will be fighting. They won't be able to see it though. It will appear to them only as a statue. And this that I'm moving around represents the dragon, and the red line is its health bar, and it's got 32 hit points, which is how you measure health in Dungeons and Dragons. And this is Gera. He is one of the characters who will be playing tonight. He is a fighter in his 60s. He is human, and I have to say, that guy is ripped. So I'm just going to be adding some more tokens to represent the other players. I've got the maps here, so these are the 4 rooms. The dragon room is where they'll start and where they'll finish, and then I've just got a few other rooms set up. You don't need to have all this, but it just makes it more interesting for people. So back in the living room for now, I have printed off the monster stat blocks for the things I'm going to try and kill my friends with. So this is just to make it easier for me. I don't have a monster manual book, but even if I did, I'd probably still do it this way, because a book like this, trying to find the individual monsters in it, it's a bit unwieldy. So let's see, I'm just going to check I've got them all. So a giant seahorse. I'll be honest, I didn't really want to have a seahorse attack them because they're so cute, but I'm probably not going to use it in the campaign, so that's why I'm flinging it at them now. Swarm of bats, and that will be in the same room as a couple of grimlocks. I don't know how you pronounce this. I'm going to go with swahagin. I don't know, it's some sort of fish monster. That's going in with the seahorse. We have the dragon on its own, and then we have myconoid sprouts, which are basically mushrooms, because you know I love mushrooms. Constrictor snake, a couple of them, and some awakened shrubs, because you know, start them off nice and easy fighting vegetation. So the first encounter against the shrubs, the snake and the mushrooms should be fairly easy. Then they're going to go up against the grimlocks. There's 2 grimlocks and 2 swarms of bats, which should be a little tougher, but they should still be okay with. Then they will fight the seahorse and the sahuagin. 1 seahorse, 2 sahuagin. Oh, why did I have to pick something I can't pronounce? Some of them might die in that, but that's fine. It's meant to be hard. And then the bronze dragon wormling, which it might kill some of them. It shouldn't kill all of them. But yeah, that's my plan. I'm feeling quite excited, slightly nervous, but nervous in a good way. I just really hope that everything works and they enjoy it and they want to play with me again. If you are watching this and you are not into Dungeons and Dragons, then thank you from the very bottom of my heart, because I really appreciate you watching this video anyway. So this is my setup at my desk. Dice rolling tray, computer, sheets, dice, headset, and this is my webcam on an empty, well, it's not an empty Hotel Chocolat tin. It had a Hotel Chocolat Easter egg in it that I got in their post-Easter sale a couple of years ago. It now contains most of my sets of dice, but I have to have the webcam sitting on something because otherwise, you know, the view is not ideal. Although, neither is this, but there we go. You are standing on 3 boxes piled on top of each other because it's the only way I could get you at a height where I could get everything in. So I'm probably not going to film a lot of the session because it's really just to give you an idea of my experience running it and things like that. I do expect there are going to be lots of hitches, technical and to do with me and maths, which is not my strong point. But yeah, I think I'm good to go, which means I've probably forgotten something really, really important, like inviting the players. No, I have invited the players. Of course I have. If people are having issues, in fact, I don't know if Gary can even hear me. If Gary can hear me, type in the box for text chat. But we might be better trying Discord. Invite your friends. Greg, it's so weird when I can't hear Gary's side of the conversation. It's brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to leave Roll20 as well, and I will see you guys on Discord. Sam, you should be a blueberry on the game page, your token. It's meant to be a blueberry sorcerer. Oh, it's doing something. I can see people. It did work before, but now I'm just green. If I change my background, like, am I a beach now? Okay, well, that's better than being green. I'll be a beach. For some reason, what is that on the Sun Lounger? Is it it's not an elephant. I'm trying to send video and I've basically ended up just being a big green square, so I changed it to a beach. You should be able to hear music if you have audio coming through. If it's too loud at any point, just let me know. I've got a master control volume. Okay, roll me an investigation, please. Amazing. You do not detect... you don't detect any traps. With a natural 20, I will say you don't detect any traps at all in this room. Okay, it's a very well-made golden statue. There's no sort of writing or any kind of runes or anything like that on it. It is simply a statue of a golden dragon. You're a gnome, aren't you? You guys have no idea how you got into this room. You just woke up. Should have said that at the beginning, but forgot. So we move into the next room, which is very different to the room you've just been in. Yeah, it basically looks a bit like a farm. Exactly like you can see on the map. There are carrots, but don't worry, they're not magic carrots. On Roll20, the token that looks like a ruler, if you guys click on that and then you can click on snap to center, and yeah, it lets you draw lines like that so you can measure the distance. That has to be Tom doing that, drawing pentagrams on my map. But you can use that also to show where you want to go. And if you've got it on select and move, and you just press and hold, it will bring a blob up, and you can tell who's doing it by the colour of the circle. Except I think Gary is also pink, but I don't know how to change that, so I'm pink as well. So you can do that if you're wanting to move somewhere. So, Greg, okay, and you said you were going stealthily. Okay, stealth check, please. You watch as the half-elf just disappears into a pile of straw. What's your armor class? You should have seen something appear on the map there. I'm just checking. I rolled quite well there. You take 3 bludgeoning damage and 2 poison damage. Can everybody roll initiative for me, please? Well, guys, that is the end of the session. We got through 2 of the 4 rooms because I thought it would take like 30 seconds to get out of the first room, but everyone was investigating everything and checking everything for traps, and silly me forgot that they would probably do that. So yeah, that is on me because, yeah. But I think it did what I wanted it to do. I'm hoping they want to play a mini campaign with me, but I guess I'll find out. Anyway, I am going to call it here for tonight. I've still got these monsters that I did not use, but they're not going to go to waste. I will find a way to slip them in somewhere. Thank you for watching. Take care. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.